Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to The Why, where we break down the truth behind the headlines. I'm your host, Jay Rollins, and today we're diving into the life of one of hip hop's biggest names, 50 Cent, a name that once represented the very definition of power, hustle, and success. But in recent years, that same name has become synonymous with a series of failed ventures, emotional decisions, and missed opportunities. Today, we're going to break down why 50 Cent, despite his early success, is not the mogul he wants you to believe he is. Let's get into it. Number 1. Failed business ventures. Despite his claims of being a mogul, many of his business ideas fell flat. Take his alcohol line, Effin' Vodka. Although it initially generated buzz, it never became the global success he hoped for, and he eventually sold his stake in the brand. Then there were his SMS headphones, another product that couldn't compete in a market dominated by Beats by Dre. He also ventured into film production with his company, G-Unit Films, but those projects never really gained traction, and many of the films were poorly received. In short, despite his ambition, many of his business attempts failed to deliver. Number 2. No ownership. Now let's talk about Power, a show that really gave 50 Cent a second wind in the entertainment world. He didn't just star in the show, he also produced it. Or at least that's what it looked like on the surface. The rights were owned by Lionsgate, not him. So even though 50 got credit as the creator, he didn't control the long-term profits or decisions surrounding the show. This is a key distinction between being an entrepreneur and being a true mogul. Real moguls own their assets. He was a part of the machine, but he didn't have full ownership, and that's a major hit to his mogul status. Number 3. Emotional business decisions. One of the most emotional and arguably petty business decisions 50 Cent made was the sudden cancellation of the BMF series. According to rumors, 50 Cent ended the show prematurely after Big Meech, the real-life figure behind BMF, took a picture with 50's rival Rick Ross. This petty move didn't just harm his reputation, it also cost the actors their jobs, and it undermined the show's potential. A mogul makes decisions based on business, not personal grudges. Fans were left wondering how things could have played out if 50 had made a business decision instead of a personal one. Number 4. Financial struggles. Let's talk about the money side of things. 50 Cent famously went bankrupt in 2015, despite claiming to be worth millions. Part of the issue? A massive financial loss on the Farmington, Connecticut mansion of Mike Tyson that he bought for $18 million and couldn't sell it. But the real kicker came when 50 Cent had to file for bankruptcy, citing liabilities that far exceeded his assets. And if that wasn't enough, he's been involved in numerous lawsuits, including a high-profile case where he was ordered to pay millions after posting a sex tape online, something that cost him big. Number 5. Emotional music business. One of 50 Cent's most well-known traits is his emotional involvement in his business decisions, particularly when it comes to his artists. 50 Cent called out Diddy and Jay-Z for not letting their artists out of contracts, but when Young Buck wanted out of his deal, 50 was no different. He kept him under contract despite Buck's desire to leave. And then there's the Game. The tension between 50 Cent and Game escalated to a point where Game became a solo artist, and the result was a string of diss tracks aimed at 50 Cent. The feud led to the eventual downfall of G-Unit Records, and it's clear that personal emotions played a major role in this collapse. Number 6. No big albums. After the first two. Where's the music? After Get Rich or Die Trying and The Massacre, 50 Cent's musical career hit a brick wall. His next few albums, Curtis, Before I Self-Destruct, and others, simply didn't have the same impact. In fact, the music was considered subpar by most critics and fans. He couldn't maintain the momentum that Drake, Jay-Z, or Kanye West did. After those two albums, 50 Cent became more of a business figure than an artist. His music career, much like his business ventures, began to feel like a side project rather than a priority. So let's wrap it all up. Despite his early success and a few business wins, 50 Cent's career is riddled with emotional decisions, failed ventures, and missed opportunities. Hey, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell. If you don't, we're going to make you snort fire ants. See you on the next one.